Okay. Statement by the Council of Governors on the division of revenue for the financial year 2023-24. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the Council of Governors, together with the CRA and the National Treasury, has today held a consultative meeting to deliberate on the annual division of revenue between the two levels of government for the financial year 2023-24. The meeting was held pursuant to a resolution of the 19th Ordinary Session of IBEC meeting held on 26th January 2023. We note with utmost concern that from the draft budget policy statement 2023, the National Treasury has allocated county governments Kenya shillings 380 billion for the financial year 2023-24. We hold a strong view that this is not equitable in view of the following factors. One, the shareable revenue is projected to increase by Kenya shillings 374 billion for the financial year 2023-24, out of which only Kenya shillings 10 billion has been allocated to counties, representing a meager 2.6%, with the national government allocating itself Kenya shillings 364 billion of that increase, which represents 97.33%. A careful analysis of the draft budget policy statement indicates a considerable increment in the share of revenues for functions that have been largely devolved. A case in point is the Health and Agriculture Ministries at the national level, whose allocation have been increased by Kenya shillings 25.8 billion and Kenya shillings 15.7 billion, respectively. And thirdly, the budget ceilings for the MDS at the national level have not been rationalized to ensure that the key priority programs for the government, which are fully devolved, are allocated to counties in the equitable share of revenue. We wish to draw your attention that the recommendations by the CRA are obligatory, as they are highly technical in nature, and any deviations therefrom must be rationalized on the basis of the objective criteria set out in Article 203(1) of the Constitution. In this regard, we express our discontent for the National Treasury's failure to build consensus on the county equitable share of revenue despite the objective recommendations made by the CRA. During the consultative meeting, the National Treasury has not formed a basis for deviating from the recommendations by the CRA. As such, the Council hereby reiterates its position of Kenya shillings 425 billion as the county equitable share of revenue for the financial year 2023-2024. Finally, the Council is apprehensive that the continued allocation of funds christened for devolution or for devolved functions to national government MDS is an affront to devolution, and that the Council will not relent in the quest to make devolution work. Signed, FCP Ahmed Abdullahi, Vice Chair of the Council of Governors, on behalf of the Council of Governors. Thank you very much. Asanteni.